So please free me, God, let me find solutions. Don't let these calluses from work just be a nuisance. Tight grip on the moment, no slack, no give, no looseness. Trusting in myself. What's good, CriTiC? Click, click. Hey, Army, I'm back. Yo, explained on DKDKTV. I had to check it out. I wanted to see what I missed. I wanted to see what exactly was wrong in the last translation so I can, go back and talk about how I messed up in my last video again. But yeah, I really wanted to see what this was about and everything more in depth, so let's check it out, man.
So here we have another.
See, I know that wasn't them performing that, but when they perform that live for the first time, yo, you guys gotta let me know. I gotta see that because this song is my favorite so far.
So here we have another clever song from the BTS rap line spitting out fire, just like Dang. But if you thought this song was the
Dang, man, I might have to check that out after this.
Diss haters and crush them, well, I would say that is maybe like 50% right. It's actually deeper than that. So let's dive into the real meaning of the song.
It is deep. See, I already know that this is different than the translation video that I seen, because it was talking about embers. It definitely didn't say they swallow before the fuel has been added. It was something about oil. That's pretty dope, man. This is better because this sounds like better wordplay.
So let's dive into the real meaning of the song. So Suga starts out with saying that the haters are starting to get triggered again, and they get triggered so fast that even before the actual fuel is poured, they ignite and burn themselves. It means that haters overreact and blow things out of proportion with the smallest details, and in that process they don't know that they're actually hurting themselves with all the negativity.
All you haters out there hurting yourselves by hating. Stupid haters.
Now he's being...
It didn't say nothing about today the player enters the ring with the offense. That's awesome. I like that part. It's like, cockiness. And then he's talking about you guys biting. Bro.
Sarcastic and calling the haters a pro, a player that enters the ring with a trivial little flaw and keeps on biting on that and doesn't let go, making a big fuss out of it. So 동네북 is literally translated into neighborhood drum. This is a Korean expression that means a drum that anybody can hit on, basically meaning an easy target or person to shit on. 둥둥둥 is how Koreans pronounce the sound of a drum.
I see. So basically, Suga is just talking this shit, letting these haters know, like, y'all are the drum that we can just shit on because we doing our thing while y'all are hating.
Drum that anybody can hit on, basically meaning an easy target or person to shit on. 둥둥둥 is how Koreans pronounce the sound of a drum.
That flow switch.
The haters keep on poking with no reason, like a boxing player that keeps on jabbing. And if Suga keeps on ignoring them, they start to stab him. This expression 담궈버리다 is actually a very hardcore slang used by Korean gangs when they stab people with knives. The original word 담그다 would mean to put an object into a liquid, usually...
Dude, that's hard. He's using slang about stabbing people. Bro, that's amazing.
used in terms of kimchi or salted seafood called 젓갈. The common thing among these foods is that they are all red, liquidy, and they go inside jars afterwards.
Red and liquidy like blood.
For fermentation. So you can see why gangs would use this word in that kind of way. And 푹 is a word that expresses the action of stabbing into something very deep and powerfully.
그 늙은 꼰대 새끼들 잘들 감시해.
만에 하나라도 꼬름하게 굴거나 수틀리게 나오면 나가지고 창을 내가지고 젓갈을 담궈버리려니까 말입니다, 형님.
넌 어째 나이를 처먹고도 여전히 무지막지하니? 험한 새끼. 젓갈이 뭐냐 젓갈이. 아, 나 유한 새끼.
Now notice that the mimetic words 둥둥둥, 툭툭, and 푹푹 all rhyme with uk and each other, and they all escalate by each line from hitting a drum to jabbing and stabbing. So haters start off trying to tease and make fun of Suga, but
Went from hitting to stabbing. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But when he doesn't respond, they start jabbing and stabbing him. The truth becomes a lie becomes the truth. It's funny to see everyone suddenly becoming a morally perfect and flawless human being. And yeah, I know a little bit about this too, and it seems like the typical characteristics of many online communities and platforms with people that have nothing better to do in real life than spread hate towards others. Get a life, guys.
What was that bird tweeting? That didn't feel good, bro. That bird tweeting in the background. But yeah, all you haters with nothing better to do.
Do in real life than spread hate towards others. Get a life, guys. RM states that rage is an actual emotion that is sometimes needed. He says that
I love the way RM came in on the song. Reminds me of so many rappers when he came in like that, like Michi Darko from Flatbush Zombies or AK from Underachievers. Man, he sounded just like them.
people have the right to get mad at certain things, and that might be our history. The word history can be used in general terms, as in a nation or the world's history, or in terms of BTS themselves, like how their success and legacy was motivated and accomplished through anger. But overall, RM acknowledges the fact that rage can likely change the world. Now, Korea is a nation full of rage against many surrounding countries that invaded and colonized our land. Also, don't forget the most recent incident of rage impeached our former president as well.
This wordplay and flow is sick. Fake rage, you kill the real rage. Like, you guys don't go hard as us.
But he says that the anger that heads towards him is not 분노, rage, but 분뇨, human waste, PP and poo-poo. He says that haters are actually killing anger with their fake anger, and numerous people are tired of that. This means that the useless negative energy or anger about stupid things haters throw around in the world is actually devaluating the power and impact of the word anger.
Right, like, you need to start being angry in a way that motivates you and inspires you, or being angry at something that actually you should be angry about. Not just hate, not just, oh, I expected this person to do this and they didn't do that, now I'm angry. But as in this person, I mean like a celebrity or a musician. Like, you guys need to stop tripping.
RM keeps on going by saying that your anger is not just killing us. We're used to that shit anyways. But the real problem is that people are getting insensitive about the emotion anger itself, since it's so normalized and thrown towards them and in every direction. He keeps on going by saying that human waste and indifference is a team, which is what the haters are and deserve.
All you haters are trash and you're a team. You're like everything in my trash bag. All you hate, you're like a banana peel, paper towel I used to clean up my spilt milk, a wrapper to my Pop-Tart. All y'all haters, all those things are trash. A team, but a team though. Work together to get back in my trash bin.
Then the rap line goes, ooh, Uk is a Korean term that describes the state of blood suddenly rushing to your head in a second right after you see something infuriating. It's usually used towards people who don't know how to keep their temper and are hot-headed. BTS cleverly translated uk into ugh, very similar to how it sounds in English, and also gives that feeling of a.
I seen when you guys commented that too. That's really interesting. That it's like a double entendre in itself. The word oof or whatever. Ooh as you say it.
Uk is a Korean term that describes the state of blood suddenly rushing to your head in a second right after you see something sounds in English, and also gives that feeling of a sudden disgust or frustration. Then why does the rap line suddenly feel angry? Because of the haters? Well, not exactly.
When someone says into it, people
Come
think,
on.
oh yeah, TurboTax, or Mint, or QuickBooks. What they don't know is what Johnstown and Bluefield.
How about QuickBooks get the quick out my way? It don't make any sense.
They're actually mad because of the anger that contains malice. At this point, they don't care about what haters shit on them anymore. They're angry about the fact that this pure emotion called anger is being used in such a malicious way to hurt them or others, which result in nothing else but harm. It doesn't change the world or history, and that's why they bring up the word 분뇨, human waste, because anger is becoming wasted. Then J-Hope goes on and says that he's angry about the anger that got extinguished. In accordance with the previous lyrics, this means that J-Hope is angry that at some situations when anger was truly needed for like a protest or a good cause or whatever, it died out and didn't meet its final goal. Because the
Man, that's super deep, man. That's definitely deeper than what I was thinking. Like, I was just thinking like a lot of this anger needs to go away because it's like the root of a lot of our problems. Like, we're angry about petty nonsense. We need to just be more, we need to be thankful for our life and have more gratitude. That's the word I was looking for, gratitude. So, grateful. Like, we need to be more grateful for everything. And just stop being angry at stupid stuff. That's what I was getting out of it, but he's saying, he's mad that, like, we've lost our inspiration, we've lost our fire and our desire and rage to better ourselves. A lot of us.
It died out and didn't meet its final goal. Because the anger is being diffused towards random subjects like...
But also, like you said, like protests and like the anger's died out through protests. Like, that's so awesome, man.
Like BTS themselves, or for example DKDKTV. They don't care, and we don't care either, but if that energy were to be gathered and used for a meaningful cause, the anger could actually make an improvement in the world. So basically, stop shitting on Twitter and throwing your anger at random people and make that anger useful and make yourself useful.
This guy loves saying shit and shitting.
Random people and make that anger useful and make yourself useful.
Thanks, man.
In general,
Man, the whole production switches up at that part. It's so hard.
they go on promoting anger. They say be angry about things that are not just in this society. However, to the haters, this line has a sarcastic double meaning. It's basically saying, yeah, go off as much as you can until you become ashes and break yourself. Whatever, I don't give a f.
So not only be angry, because you need to be angry to, be angry for a good cause or, be angry to better yourself, but go ahead, haters, and be angry. It doesn't matter. You guys are just gonna burn yourself out. J-Hope takes this song over, man.
J-Hope continues to say that he understands that anger is a powerful emotion that moves and rules the world. But then he says that some people these days just can't live without being angry. They're just too angry at every single little thing, and they go crazy with it. They're like, ooh, 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 ooh. Once again, he points out that there are thousands of reasons to get angry about. Either if it's for good or bad, it is anger. He says that unleashing your anger is okay, but he doesn't like the anger that harms other people's lives. So he urges haters to stop that.
Stop that, haters. Stop harming other people's lives, haters.
So someone's actions can hurt someone, and someone's words can make someone lose hope, and someone's blink of an eye can become a moment for someone. Someone's anger can cost even the life of someone. Suga spits out of disgust. Although these lines are universal and it applies to all of us, here in particular in this song, because they went to the extent of mentioning a life, personally, I think they had in mind of the tragic incidents that happened in K-pop last year. Stupid and useless actions, words, mockery, and anger were wasted on such meaningless things about idols and celebrities, that some of these celebrities were forced to make a very unfortunate decision. If you think this is a stretch, then you should listen to the next verse.
Speaking on real issues. Not many artists are doing this.
To the next verse. This part is an impersonation of haters and netizens. These jobless people keep on saying stuff such as, what's the big deal about getting some insults? You guys deserve it because you guys make a whole lot of money anyways. So stop complaining. It's a toll for being famous, so just suck it up. This is the common logic that many netizens would say whenever a celebrity brought up.
A lot of people say that, but that's stupid. Like, nobody deserves to have this much hate in their lives just because their whole life is on display for you to watch. Doesn't give you the right to just bash the people and just make them feel like, you know, words hurt, man. You can't just say whatever you want to somebody. After a while, you know, it's going to get to somebody. What you say to yourself and the words you hear, and it really does affect you. If you think it doesn't, it affects you subconsciously. You know, you could wake up and go to bed telling yourself something, and it changes your whole mood and your whole day, I promise you.
Of how they're suffering from or are planning to sue hate comments. Try me. Just let me be in your place. Let me be an idol, and I'd be able to deal with all of that, is what the haters keep on saying, justifying the hate comments and undermining the pain celebrities have just because they profit out of publicity. Then the haters say the word ahem. Now this sound or word is used in English as well, simply to clear out your throat or show that you're present or give an invisible message to somebody who's dumb, who's not able to read the atmosphere, or to nullify the awkwardness after saying something embarrassing and on, like.
It's not really an invisible message though, if everybody knows.
Something like that.
If you ever buy Xbox gear, you should use WikiBuy. It's a browser extension.
Anyways, as you see a lot of ahems in this part, I would say that all the usages and contexts would actually fit in. However, just to add one extra point of view as a Korean, the sound ahem was mostly used by 양반 or 꼰대s in Korea. So 양반 is a privileged noble class during the Goryeo Joseon dynasty that knew how to read Chinese and studied Confucianism and were superior in class to all the other classes such as mechanics, merchants, farmers, and slaves. These 양반s would use the word in diverse situations like when they needed their servants or when they would scold them or try to show off their nobleness.
우린 과거를 보러 가는 길일세. 그 쓸데없이 방차지하고 있는 상끝들 밀쳐내고 어서 방이나 한 칸 마련해 놓게. 보시다시피 양반님네 성화가 보통이 아니요.
먼저 숙박한 사람을 내쫓다니 이게 무슨 경우야? 그리 못하오. 아니 저놈이 지금 뭐라고 짓거리는 게야?
가만 좀 있어 보시게.
양반님네들이 저리 순하게 나오시는데 방 좀 같이 쓰셔야겠수.
That's so lit, yo. So basically, they're saying, you know, all you guys are my servants. Like, oh my god, man. Oh my god. The cockiness just got turned up to another level, and this is so awesome.
가만 좀 있어 보시게.
He's mad.
양반님네들이 저리 순하게 나오시는데 방 좀 같이 쓰셔야겠수.
그래요.
제대로 된 과거도 아니고 그까지 잡고 하나 보는데 뭘 그리 볼 게 많은가?
사람 목숨 다룬 일이 그리 만만한 줄 아십니까? 그래봤자 의원 나부랭이가 아니냐. 너희들 하는 일을 의학이 아니라 의술이라고 부르는 이유를 모르겠더냐.
Also, 꼰대 basically means a boomer in the workspace or someone older than you that tries to force their way without any logic or reasonable reason just by the fact that they're born earlier than you. These 꼰대s casually use ahem to give nunchi, which is a Korean thing that basically means figure out what I mean or what I want without me having to say it with my own mouth. The magic word would be ahem, and everybody would have to shut up and comply. So the word ahem has a complex usage and nuance in it, but
I hate when people do that. Like, how are you gonna expect me to read your mind? Like, tell me what you want. How is it that hard? Just tell me.
basically it would be best if you understood it as these internet keyboard warriors who think they are morally perfect, better than you, sitting on their high horses, trying to shush you and give you nunchi and saying, suck it up. So yeah, you could replace the ahems with the words like, suck it up, get over with it, or shut up. While BTS is receiving all these ahems, if you listen carefully to the tone they're rapping with, you can feel a sense of sarcasm, which means at one point, BTS is saying the same thing, ahem, vice versa to the haters as well.
Man, everything's a double entendre. Some things are like triple entendres, man. This is insanity.
In conclusion, this song is mainly about BTS's anger against how people these days waste their precious anger, emotions, time, and energy in stupid things like mocking celebrities, BTS, and internet figures, and on, which sometimes lead to tragic incidents. When this anger could actually be used in a revolutionary way to bring change in history or positivity. Therefore, Ook is not a direct diss song about the
Okay, so when he's referencing history and stuff like that, he's saying like all the great things that happened in history were done because somebody was angry about something. That's awesome, man.
haters, because it seems like BTS has elevated to a level where they don't even care anymore about human trash. It's bigger than the haters. It's a declaration about the emotion anger itself and a lament on the modern day socio-contextual usage or waste of anger.
Stop wasting your energy is what they're saying. Stop wasting your energy, bro, and get angry at something that really matters. Man. That's just freaking amazing, man. I'm not gonna say it. All y'all out there want me to just curse and say every curse word in the book. I know it. I know. But I'm on YouTube, so you know, I'm just gonna say things like poodle fart and squiggly sissy and mistletoe. So that's about as dirty as I can get. I really like this explanation. Really showed me a lot more about the song than I thought I knew, really. So now look at another video. It's kind of like, wow, got it wrong again, Charles. I mean, CriTiC. Dang, I just gave you my government. Yes, my name is Charles. Anyway, yeah, man. So right here is the song that he was talking about, Dang. So I gotta check this out. Probably about to do it right now, so be on the look for it. You might not even have to look for it because it might be just uploaded with this one. So CriTiC out.